hope all is well with you and you are living by your belief system. My belief system is TFF. I am TFF. And today we're going to break down the second step of TFF, which is focus. What it really means and how it bridges what you learn to how you move and how you can get from believing something to actually achieving it and entering your flow state, which is again the last step of TFF. And today I just wanted to get on here and explain that to y'all a little bit more, explain what focus is, explain how that'll relate to flow, and also explain how the teachings that we learned in last video will impact your focus in this video. And so first of all, focus, it just isn't attention, it's controlled intent. So yesterday we talked quite a bit about what we consume matters and how we spend our time, what we give our time to matters. And so this is the main part of focus, what we spend our time on, what we give our energy to. In today's age, it's extremely common to try to get focus to temporary things such as like your phone, social media, and not really understanding that when we take our time to just focus and relax, like in the morning, if we're able to just find something that we're focusing on for the morning. That's part of the reason that I'm trying to be consistent with this, is so that I wake up in the morning, I'm creating something. And so that's part of my belief system, is TFF, is teachings, focus, and flow. And so for me, it's taking my teachings in my life and trying to apply them to these types of videos, and just understanding that if I continue to cement TFF in my mind, then that'll become all I know. And once that becomes all I know, then I have the ultimate belief system that I created. Therefore, who can stop me? If I created the belief system and I know that I'm living within my nature, I'm living within my true self, with my honest self, the world's gonna love that, because the world knows that I've worked hard. The world knows that I've sacrificed for this belief system. And so that's all it takes. That's what the universe almost requires from people. They want to see you sacrifice. The universe wants to see you put effort in to get to where you want to go. And that takes focus. That takes the ability to, again, analyze what's happened in the past, our teachings for TFF, and then come back to the present time and focus on it. Focus on the development, focus on what we need to improve on, focus on the fact that you haven't unlocked all the skills yet. Otherwise, you would be able to get into your flow state. Once you unlock a bunch of skills and you focused on them because you've used your teachings, then you just unlock a whole different level that is just, you're truly present. You're able to truly be present because you focus so much that you're able to finally control your mind to be present. Mind's not wandering about something else, or your mind just won't be wandering everywhere else. It'll continue to be sound. It'll continue to be silent. The silence that we don't often feel because we want to be overstimulated. And so just appreciating that. And the list of things that kills distractions, or kills focus, or causes distractions, kills focus, is a lot of things. It's your phone, dopamine loops, like swiping on social media. It's designed literally to keep our attention. It's designed because why else would it be? The longer that we're on the apps, the more money they make. So when you're doing this and you're consuming, you're not producing, you're not being creative on these apps, that's the lack of focus. That's you getting distracted. Secondly, lack of clarity. So lack of clarity in your goals, lack of clarity in what you want to do in your life. And this is for a lot of people. A lot of people don't know what they want to do, especially when, I'm 22, so especially when like people are my age and like a little bit younger, they don't know what they want to do. I know, I kind of know what I want to do, but that's because I've been striving for this for a long time, for what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to continue to keep doing that. But if you're don't have the wherewithal or the ability to do what you want, that's a tough one, because it's like you want to continue being within your passions, but at the same time you want to follow within your nature. So that maybe means taking a different role. That maybe means switching it up a little bit and doing something else while maintaining your place within the community that you've wanting to surround yourself with. So for some people, that may be they get a little too old to play or something, and they want to be a coach, or they want to be a ref, or they want to be a coach or a ref. We could keep it to hoops related, or they want to be a fan, so they're always at the gym, but they're staying within the community, even if they aren't able to do it themselves, which gives them a sense of purpose more so than if you're just to sit on your phone and watch basketball clips, because it's like, no, you're actually getting a real world connection. You know these people already, so you're just pretty much doing your daily deposits because you're just used to that. You're used to always being in the gym, going to workouts, going to whatever it may be, going to watch your friends play. And thirdly, no environment that supports you. So again, we was just talking about this, like if I'm going to the gym and I have a system of I'm going there looking at people who are at where I want to be, or I'm going to the school, I'm looking at people who are creating something that will set them financially free. What if I want to do that? How can I best put myself in the position to first find the teachings, and then secondly, be able to focus on them? And this is why the people that you surround yourself with directly impact how successful you will be. I'll say it again. The people that you hang out with directly impacts how successful you will be, or how successful you want to be. Because eventually, it should get to a point where, and I've told this story before, one of our boys, he runs like a little detailing shop. And it got to a point where he used to be in the chat all the time. He used to be on the game all the time. Now, I don't really be on the game like that, but like I'll be in the chat a little bit on Instagram. And he only hits the chat if it's about some money, or it's about some business. And so for me, it was like, okay, that's the type of person I could get with, because they trying to get their bag. They always are focused. They're focused on the fact that they're trying to get to the end goal. And so I think that's just important. I know one of my boys, we might start a podcast here in a little bit about the stocks, about specifically one or two stocks that y'all could go tap into. TMC. I'll drop a little gem for y'all, just a little Easter egg if y'all made it this far, just so you could see, you could join in. But that's just if you made it this far. I don't think almost anybody will. If anybody does, then TMC, that's the one for you. But I appreciate y'all. And the last thing that has oftentimes killed my focus, or has killed other people's focus, is letting our emotions. And again, this is actually perfect, because this has to do with teachings, because every L or every mistake that we make has to do with teachings. So most of the time people lose focus when something doesn't go their way. But for my belief system, that's the only way that we get better. That's the only way that the T is applied to TFF, is when we mess up, to use those teachings and then focus again. This happens every single day, all the time. Every time in a game, maybe, or every time you answer a question on a test, or every time that you place a wrong trade on the market. Any of this, all of these things are teachings. And so if we can just focus on them, instead of looking at them negatively, like, oh my gosh, I just messed up so bad. It's no, that was a teaching. So now I can focus on it, and then I can find my flow from it. So it's just that little shift in our mental attitude can change quite a bit. And for me personally, focus has helped me to improve. It's helped me to become more consistent. It's helped to give me the endurance to my flow state. It's helped to allow for me to go through days knowing that I'm giving my attention to things that matter, to things that are bettering me. And so now everything that's not bettering me, I just kind of find irrelevant. I just kind of find like, oh, I'm cool off that. I don't really do nothing for me. That's not advancing me in any way that is directly impactful to my life. And just understanding that the time is valuable. Our time is valuable. So especially if you're trying to excel, if you're trying to enter that flow state, it's hard to enter the flow state if you're not valuing your time, if you're not valuing or making sure that how you use it is how you use your time is impactful. like, that's the word I'm looking for. Like, every time you're doing something, it's making an impact in either your life or someone around you's lives for the better. And we often don't realize that, like, by us just leading by example, us just living within our own belief system, others will follow, especially if you can do it confidently. And it's not so much of like oh, everybody do what I'm doing because I'm the righteous guy. It's like, no, they can just like see, oh, okay, that guy's serious. He wants to get stuff done. He wants to change things. And once other people see that, it's almost, because then it's like, it kind of turns into like a thing where it's weird if like everybody's doing it and then there's one person that's like kind of being a negative. It's like, oh, like so you're not trying to get better. Like, all of us are trying to improve. So it's like, oh, you're not trying to get better. You're not trying to improve. You're just trying to stay stagnant. So that's evil. If you're trying to stay stagnant, then that means you're evil. I didn't say that. I'm not. Marcus Aurelius said that. If you're within stagnation, that is against the natural state of the universe, and therefore, that is evil. So, again, avoid stagnation at all times. In the game of numbers, they call this the shark of avoidance. The shark is always circling. Whenever you slow down, whenever you stop moving within your nature, the shark of avoidance will be circling. And once this shark has its jaws in you, that's tough. Not gonna lie to you. You gotta swim even faster. Get on your little raft and ha. But lastly, just wanted to close it out like this. Focus is the bridge between you and what you are capable of. If you're unable to focus on things, you'll never be able to unlock all these doors. You'll just be moving in a circle or with the shark of avoidance following you all the time. And when you commit your focus, you give your knowledge, you give those teachings that you've had in your past, you give those power because you're able to focus on them and make them so they're useful. It's not just a lesson or a loss. That's a teaching. So everything is teaching. So again, everything is TFF. Teachings, focus, and flow. It's all connected every single time. That's why I made it, because it just made sense to me. So I hope y'all find what makes sense to you, because that's my goal on here. And next up, flow, where this whole system comes together. It is so beautiful because it's literally the culmination of the results of you taking your teachings, focusing on them, practicing them, and then allowing for you to get to your flow state, which is what everybody wants to get to at the end of the day. You want to be able to move through life with ultimate control over yourself, your actions, the impact they have. All of that comes when you reach this sense of flow state. And yeah, y'all don't want to miss that next video because it'll all just make sense. So I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure y'all like, sub, comment if you want, if you have anything to say. And yeah, TFF gone. T-Fair's teachings gone. I hope y'all living with y'all belief system. I'm living within mine. Bow. Simple.